finally, we've gotten a snippet of what's going on here. But it's pretty obvious that this is a railroad job if there ever was one. And
let's not have any more, okay?
We've heard a lot of letters here, and there are questions that are asked, and then we get the answer, like, we answer that question. Now, I'm surprised, you have a lot of property owners here, a lot of residents that live close to Corral Bluffs, and we are immediately affected. That property, case property, is zoned RR5, which is Rural Residential 5 acres. And somehow, somebody predetermined that it was going to be used as an OHV park, and that was you, or somebody above you, and I'm not going to mention names. I think we all know who I'm talking about. Now, I guess the situation is, what we really want to know is, you want to put your foot in the door and have a little 18-inch trail. And 5 years from now, we're going to have rock climbing walls for vehicles. We're going to have ATVs out there. And once you get the foot in the door, then the Pandora's box is open. And I don't think these people are going to stand for that. And you need to know that. Now, I have a question as far as this private enterprise that apparently you are going to fund, and it's my understanding from the application grant at any rate, there's going to be some, I think the figure was $140,000 to improve the Aztec property. Isn't that correct? Well, I recall it, and I can show it to you, because I read the grant. It's there. Now, that $140,000, yes, a portion of it's going to come from the grant, the $300,000 grant is going to come from the Conservation Trust Fund, and it's going to come from what's the other fund? The Park Fund. Yeah, okay, all right. So I guess the situation is, what I'd really like to see, I suggest to you that we ought to have a business plan as far as that Aztec operation, so we can see who we're doing business with and whether or not that is really feasible. I cannot conceive, if you're just talking about having individual trails, people coming out there riding those trails, I can't conceive of how little money that would generate in order to sustain this park. Now, we all know, we've been on Google and on the internet. There are several OHV parks that have failed or had to be subsidized substantially by the county that they're in. And I suspect that's just what's going to happen in this particular case. Thank you.